The next thing we're going to do, after the keyword research, that's obviously the first step. But everybody says, okay, what's the first step? What's the first step? Well, after you've done your keyword research, you need a methodical way. I'm methodical about everything. Methodical about keyword research. I'm methodical about the way I write articles. That way I can pump them and pump them and pump them and pump them. And you get better and you get faster when you work on an outline. And I've created a little system that I call rip, flip, and grind, and that's really the whole process with our articles. But it begins with the writing, and the first thing we do is we study everything that eZine wants, because man, they are particular. And then the second thing is we type our keyword into Google. We want to get some ideas, and then we go through and find those ideas, and then we expand on those ideas, and we move on from there. And once you go through this process 3 or 4 times, writing articles will get so easy for you that you will be able to get them accomplished just in a matter of 10 minutes or so. I mean, you can literally write 5 articles an hour if you get this system down and get it down pat and get good at it. Okay, I want to talk for just a minute about the importance of RSS feeds. If you're submitting content to eZine, you have not only an RSS for each article, but you also have an RSS for your author name. You may have 1, you may have 20, I don't know, but each name will have its own RSS feed. And one of the things that I like to do is I have this list here, as you can see, and these are very, very high PR RSS directories. And what I will do when I create a new author name, or I create a new account on Squid, or I create a new account at Hub Pages, or wherever I create an account where we're going to be publishing content, I go to these RSS sites and I submit that feed. And why do I do that? Because it creates leverage. Now, every time I submit some content, or I go in and change a lens, or I change some links on an eZine, or whatever, anytime anything publishes, wham, I get a new link on every one of these places because it updates. That's how RSS is your friend. It's leverage. It's your lover. It'll love you a long time after you leave. It's kind of like your mama. Even when you leave home, she's going to always love you, and so does the RSS. Keep that in mind. That's a free tip. There's more inside, but that's my free tip for you. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about WordPress for just a minute and show you how quick it is to get it installed. And once it's installed, it's basically ready to go. All you got to do is go in and start posting. And it takes about like 10 seconds to change a theme to make it look a little better. But once you have your hosting and you have your site, you come into your cPanel and click on Fantastico Deluxe, and then click on WordPress. Look at your watch now. See how long this is going to take. New installation, and we're going to come down here and install the article index. And I'm going to type in my administrator, and I'm going to type in my keyword, and this is going to be the article index.com, and I'm just going to put in the wrong box. Cut that out. Paste. Get your email address in here and install WordPress, and that's it. Obviously I have already gotten it installed here, but if I didn't have it installed, it would say your install is complete and you need to bookmark this link. And that would be it. And then you go check out your site, go to your root index, and it'd be up. So let's do that now. Let's just go from here, paste that in, and just like we just did it, and wham, that's what it will look like. That would be it right there. So WordPress is that easy, it's that fast, and I have all the tutorials to do it. I have the tutorials for the plugins. I have the tutorials for a bunch of other stuff that I can't even mention right here. But if you're going to write articles and you're going to submit them to ezine, you got to have URLs anyway. They're just not going to let you link straight to the merchant anymore. So there are lots of little tricks that you can use to circumvent that new rule. And not really circumvent, you're just creating the correct path, actually. But I've got a lot of little tips and tricks for that. And there's things you need to know if you're going to move, and you're going to move at a pace that's going to be acceptable to you, a pace that's acceptable to making money. Okay, I told you guys I was going to tell you what Google thought, and this is the last thing that I want to talk about. And just want to go over this quickly. That's strange. Okay. Looks like Sesame Street's 40th anniversary. I'm not, making any profound statements by saying that Google has a very sparse slander. I mean, there's just nothing here. There's not a whole lot to do. You can go see a little bit about their company, and the rest is about what you want to do. But the only input you get here is what goes in this box. What goes in this box? Keywords. Keywords go in the box. It's what Google's built around. Keywords. Everything is built around keywords in Google. So if you're taking keyword research lightly, you're moving in the wrong direction. You're missing the first step. It's so plain and in your face. Sometimes you can't even see it. I know it didn't register with me when I was a starter, but the keywords are so important. And while you've learned a lot of the basics of keywords at WA, if you want to make sure that you're working efficiently and you're going to get something out of everything you do, then you're going to have to learn how to do keyword research. And I harp about it all the time. You'll see in my SIG line in the forums, and you'll see me talking about it in the forums. You've got to learn keyword research. And I've even had some students that have come to me after the fact and said, hey, I thought you were trying to just get a commission on Micro Niche Finder. And I'm like, well, yeah, I get a commission on Micro Niche Finder, but it's a very important tool. In fact, it's the basis for my whole business. It helps me get my keyword research done. That way I know that I'm not wasting a single minute when I'm working. And I just don't do a lot of work that doesn't get any traction because I use the right keywords, and I know which ones to use because I do use Micro Niche Finder. It's the tool that opened everything up for me. It's how I really started to learn about things. And because everything boils down to relevancy for Google. You've heard that over and over and over. Well, it's all about the keyword. Little red dog is not relevant to big brown dog. And maybe nobody's searching for big brown dog. Maybe there are a lot of people searching for big brown dog and there's no competition. It's so hard to find all that stuff out manually.